Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I am super duper. It's nearly my birthday, so this time of year I get really excited. My birthday is after Valentine's Day, so I've got to get that out of the way with first. I'm showing you a little bookworm charity shop haul. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but lately I've been on the hunt just for a really good book, and I did find one. And I absolutely loved it. It was called, 2 seconds. I did have a book. I bought it in another haul I did a couple of weeks ago, and it's called You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Sarah Manning. It's time to rip up the rule book. I could not put this down. I was it was a choice whether Alex sleeps or Alex don't, and I didn't sleep. So instead of me going to bed at a normal hour, I'd putting everything down at 10 o'clock and then going to sleep. No, Alex was there with her phone light on her head like that, so I had to sleep like that with the light. 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I was like, oh, my alarm's going to be going off at like 7:10. I really need to sleep. Brilliant. Couldn't recommend it enough. I don't think it's a follow-up of it, but I will try. And that was 99p. Started to read this. It's called The Swap. 2 women, 2 children, but whose is who. I read the first chapter. It made me feel a bit sick, because what I can gather from it, there was 2 children swapped at birth from IVF treatment, and they put the wrong you know, the petri trays, they inseminated the wrong baby into the wrong one. And it was just, it says a thought-provoking, intense tale. I did feel a bit tense reading the first chapter, because she doesn't love the child. She doesn't want bad things to happen to it, but she has no love for it. And obviously as a mother, it was like to the point where like, I'm not enjoying it, so I'm gonna either give it back, donate it back, or I'm gonna see if somebody else wants it, obviously for free. But I couldn't get into it, and I was only in the first chapter, so I don't know if I need to read up on it. It says this is a real heartbreak of a read. I wasn't heartbroken. Like I said, it was only in the first chapter. And then it says gripping. I been gripped. That one it was. So I've turned into a bit of a bookworm. I will only buy books second hand, because once you give them a good wet wipe over, good as new. So the first shop I went to, it was not even a charity shop. I went to Poundland because I needed to get some odds and sods from there, and I picked up my first book. Always have a look. They do really good. Where I am anyway, it's like a 10-minute drive for me to go into this little what do you call it, town. I think this place is called a town. I don't even know what town, I don't know what's the difference between a town, a county and a village. But I went into this little town, and the Poundland there is really good. So the first book that I picked up was Laid Bare, and it's Jane Eyre, the classic novel with an erotic twist, done by Charlotte Bronte and Eve Sinclair. He took me in his arms and kissed me with an ardor I had never known. I don't know what that word means, but I do like the Bronte sisters, all that kind of stuff. So it says, enjoy a great read. This is from Poundland, so obviously it was £1, but I don't know how much it would have been. Let's have a look what it says. No, they've covered it up. I wouldn't know how much this is. I'm gonna give this a read. And then the next place I went to was the British Heart Foundation, and again, this one I always find is more expensive. I seen a couple of tops I liked, and coats, but they were like £9.99, £8.99. They had Gymshark leggings, and they were like £7.49, and I was like, all right, but don't know, charity shops again, a little bit like, so I was on the hunt for books and books of what I got. So the first one I seen in the window, and it says, as good as it gets, the grass is always greener. Now, I've always heard that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And it's Midlife Crisis. What Midlife Crisis? And this is by Fiona Gibson. Seen her name a lot. This is £1.50. It would have been £7.99. Probably like in Waterstones or WH Smith. But it's in absolute great condition. Don't know if anyone can tell. So I'm going to give this a go. What I'll do, I'll have a good read of the back, and then whichever one I'm drawn to, I'll have a look. So that was £1.50. And then I seen this one, My 1 Month Marriage, When Happy Ever After Brings Secrets, Lies and Goodbyes. And it's by Cherie Lowe. Right, and just listen, this is story time with Alex. It's funny, warm and insightful. I just need to know which one of you slept with my husband. That was it. I was sold. So 1 month after I said I do, the man she loved is gone, giving his marching orders after Zoe discovered his devastating secret. Zoe made a pact with her 3 sisters to stick together no matter what. Now she's discovered that one of them may have been the reason why her husband betrayed her. She's lost her happy ever after, but has she lost her sister too? Oh, so one of the sisters have slept with him. See, that's what I mean. It's all I need. I love people who do these. Are they called blobbies or blibbies or synopsis? What they used to call them? I'll have to Google it and I'll have to tell myself. But that was £1.50. I don't know at another time did it cost up, but as, and this was under the romance fiction. But yeah, never if you like your Kindles, if you like your audiobooks, you do that. Me, I do like a page turner. I was saying this to my nan today. I like to turn a page, and then yes, I'm on a decluttering mission. But once I've read the book, which will take me a day, I'll donate them back. But the reason why I've kept on to the other 2 is because I need to find somebody to give them to. If not, I'll just donate them straight back to the shop. And then I went up the hill to a shop called Tea Haven. So this is the hospice for children in Wales. So obviously we're only going to have that in Wales. Did I say the other shops that I went into? Oh yeah, the British Heart Foundation. I think everybody's got British Heart Foundation around them. And then I picked up Super Worm. Is this book, the Julia Donaldson and Axel Scheifler, and I was thinking, oh, what's Super Ab? When I realised then, these books is in Welsh. I opened it, and to me, I think this was property of a library, because I didn't know these 2 authors. I didn't know these 2 authors did books in Welsh, which is fantastic. So obviously we live in Wales, we speak Welsh. I don't speak great Welsh, but my kids do. And yes, oh no, it's a library. It's a library book. So what somebody have done, grabbed this book, didn't want it, give it to charity shop. And guess how much it was? 50p. Honestly, these books go for so much more. It's in beautiful condition. So the Super Worm, I don't know if anybody else reads these books, but it's in Welsh, Super Ab. And then I had a little nose through the clothes, why not? And I picked up this lovely jumper for Ruben. It was £1.50. Look at the lovely detail on that. And this was £1.50. So 7 to 8, and it only came in yesterday. It was only put out yesterday from Marks and Spencer's, and it's in perfect condition. Look, even the white is even white, and it's got like a little, I don't know if you can see, but it's like if it goes like that. Oh, you can see it, but there. Absolutely love it, lovely. Absolutely lovely. Is in beautiful condition. So I thought that on the kids had to dress up on last Friday for music day, I don't know if everybody else has music day around you, and so I had to dress up as their favourite singer. RUBEN dressed up as Johnny from Sing 2. Oh, and Sing 1, the gorilla, and then Harrison dressed up as Ed Sheeran. But this week, because it's Mental Awareness Week for children, they're going to be talking a lot about like feelings and what makes them happy and what makes them sad. So this Friday they've got to go in clothes that they feel the most happiest in, that brings them a lot of joy. And I was like, if I was in school, I'd be in pyjamas. Whenever I was dressed down day, or you could dress up in whatever pyjamas, I always wanted to be in pyjamas. Still, I'm like that now. So I asked him, what do you want to wear? And he was just like, something that's warm and fluffy. So I know that's a onesie. So that's been my very small charity pound shop haul. Nothing great, but I was on the hunt for books. If any of you can recommend a nice book to me. I've steered away from, what's the word, brutal stories, you know, them kind of stories I'm on about where they were like abused when they were younger, and then there's like the person, I used to be obsessed with them. I've gone away from them because I can't deal with it, whereas when I was younger, 16, 17, 18, I could read them, but now they literally make me feel like too much of me. So I've just gone all girly and love romance fiction. Yeah. I still am looking for the Twilight books, so if anybody knows any authors where I can get them from, because I've watched all the films, smashed out 2 films on Sunday in bed. Absolutely loved them. So I'm gonna love you and leave you. So stay safe, take care, stay warm. Bye everyone.